Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and this is a Heart Chakra video. I went away, so the series kind of got stopped naturally, but today we're moving on with the Heart Chakra. So let's just allow the sound to permeate the space between you and me, wherever you are. So the Heart Chakra is usually connected to color green, and it's located around our chest area. It's kind of a bridging chakra. So we've got 7 main points, energy points, and they kind of meet in the heart chakra. So it's like our spiritual center. And this is the card from the Triple Goddess Tarot by Isha Lerner. And as usual, I'm going to use the practical guide to chakras and aromatherapy and give you some information, just basic information on that chakra. So in the Sanskrit, it's called anahata, and it means sound made by two things striking, or two hands, or one hand clapping, as we used to say. And this is describing the coexistence of body and spirit. So it kind of bridging between the physical chakras and the spiritual chakras. And the heart chakra is usually connected to forgiveness, compassion, unconditional love, emotions, and love in general. About the emotion connected to it, it's joy and also sadness, lack of joy. The heart chakra is integral to an individual's ability to express love. It's a watery chakra, and it's about our ability to express our emotions, to feel and not think so much, and to focus on embracing all that we feel. The highest form of spiritual love is unconditional love, which obviously is very hard for all of us because we're quite conditioned since the young age. So to break through this conditioning and our own limits that we put onto ourselves and onto our feelings, it's very hard, but that's where the center comes forth, and with help of all the other chakras we can do it. Mastering the heart chakra helps to enhance our emotional development and recognize the potency of the powerful energy we call love. So these are the questions for self-examination for this chakra. What emotional memories do you still need to heal? What relationships in your life require healing? So often the heart chakra is kind of responsible for our relationships because it mirrors back to us how much we love ourselves as well, how much nurturing we can give ourselves. And as soon as we master giving this these feelings to ourselves, we are able to also share them with others and give them to other people. But very often we fall prey to those conditioned relationships when we expect from our partners to give us something which we think we lack, and those relationships usually tend to be very conditioned, so prone to upheavals, ups and downs. Have you allowed yourself to be controlled by the wounds of another? Will you let that happen again? What steps are you prepared to take to prevent yourself from being controlled that way again? Do you ever use your emotional wounds to control people or situation? So often, this is about our emotional wounding as well, this chakra. So sometimes when it's blocked, there are people who cannot cry or who cannot express these emotions. And then when there's this beautiful heart opening, people suddenly feel like they let go of kilos of baggage, and then the heart chakra can really start working properly. Do you associate emotional health with no longer needing an intimate relationship? What fears do you have about becoming emotionally healthy? What is your understanding of forgiveness? Who are the people you need to forgive, and what prevents you from letting go of the pain you associate with them? You know, with forgiveness, it's also in a similar way. We forgive not really the other people, we forgive to release ourselves from holding on something that causes us pain. So in a way, it's quite a selfish act, but that selfish act works wonders both ways. So it's a beautiful, healthy selfishness. So if you can forgive yourself for holding on and let go, and then release the other person from the responsibility, or from the ability to have still influence onto your life. What have you done that needs forgiving? Who is working to forgive you? Very often we think we don't deserve forgiveness, or we criticize ourselves a lot for what we have done wrong. So that accumulates in this chakra as well. What is your understanding of a healthy intimate relationship? Are you willing to release the use of your wounds in order to open yourself up to such relationship? And here Chironic story often comes to help as well. Where is that deep wound that we kind of heal throughout our lives? And that often, not always, but often it has to do with how we do relationships as well. And then positive actions to strengthen the heart chakra. Spend time with family and friends. This is a sharing chakra where you can embrace other people and embrace their company and feel safe in their company. Give love and compassion unconditionally. If you starve for love, for a love relationship, check up with yourself, like where are you on the front of giving that love to other people as well. So stay open, even if you feel like you don't get love you want. Start giving the love you want. Be patient with yourself and others. Surround yourself with plants and nature. You know, this is unconditional love. As I said, nature is not conditioned. Nature won't be nicer to you because you're nice to nature. It's like nature doesn't give a fuck, really. Nature just is and follows the universal law. So what you do to it or don't do to it doesn't really matter to nature. It won't punish people who cut off trees and not punish people who don't. You know, it's not this type of exchange. It's very humane. Use essential oils that help open the heart chakra. And this includes bergamot, lavender, melissa, palmarosa, rose, absolute rose or otto rose, lang lang, neroli, chamomile. I think it's very beautiful, soothing for the heart as well. Listen to music that has sounds of nature or some healing sounds. Carry gemstones like green aventurine, emerald, jade, moldavite. Moldavite, it's a bit full on for some people, but I think rose quartz, very beautiful. Also larimar, really nice. Pink aragonite for the heart chakra, beautiful as well. Clear quartz. So these are our heart chakra kind of information. I send my love to everyone I know. All hearts are open to receive my love. And now let's move on to just short spread. Today I will be using Tarot de Sainte Croix by Lisa de Sainte Croix. I love this deck. I use it often, and I think it's a beautiful healing deck. So this is our heart chakra reading. So the first card represents my heart chakra. I will just pull the cards first. I pull 5 cards. Let's focus on the heart chakra. Okay, so represent my heart chakra. Strength. So I think, well, I think my heart chakra is functioning very well, or we can read a little warning from this one too. I think it's functioning well, and it is a bridge between the physical chakras and the spiritual chakras, which is lovely shown in this card. But also we know that Leo and these are like instincts and ego, so I've got to be really careful to get down, to really face my ego, you know, not to let my ego kind of go all over the place. And that requires a lot of spiritual strength and courage to actually face yourself, you know. So, but that's a beautiful card for representation of the heart chakra. How can I improve my self-love? And this is Six of Wands. And this card shows some form of ritual. To me, it's like this is a Bridget ritual with fire. Six of Wands in traditional tarot, it's a successful card, you know. It's when we achieve, when you think of element of fire and a six, it's steady burning, you know, but it's not overpowering or not too cold. It's a beautiful fire. So how can I improve self-love? I think it's just sharing that fire with other people and being able to create community. But also, to me, this Bridget and that old woman and the children, it's like the triple goddess phase. So how can I improve self-love, see myself as a child, see myself as a maiden, and see myself, or as a maiden, as a child, see myself as a mother, and see myself as a crone. So connect all those facets of my sacred femininity in my life and be able to feel inspired, you know, and let other people inspire me. Doesn't matter of age. They could be children, boys, girls, women, grandmothers, and so on and so forth. So I think feeling inspired by others and feeling like we're winning when we're together. Something I need to embrace to help me practice forgiveness. And this is Four of Swords in Tarot de San Croix. This is a very beautiful card. To me, it always shows in this deck need for withdrawal and spending some time by myself. Kind of all the swords point towards this meditating person, that it's all blue. So, you know, the mental activity has to be concentrated within, and I need to allow myself to leave myself some space to meditate. So if I embrace this peace of mind and release the crazy flow of thoughts, or at least be aware of my thoughts, then I can embrace and practice forgiveness. And forgiveness comes from a place of peace within us. So I think that's really lovely. A good way to balance this chakra. Queen of Swords, and that's interesting for me. This is Athena and the little owl, and a balanced heart chakra. I have to watch my words because sometimes I'm very quick to judge, and I'm very quick to say something like Medusa. That to me it's just like something normal, but to other people seems a little bit off court and harsh. So I've got to watch my language. And the result of balancing is Eight of Cups. So this is to me always a release of emotional, like, you know, you don't want to block your emotions. So when I watch my language and I am aware of how I use my language, which also creates blockages and so what's not, I will be able to, you know, be like waterfall and let the emotions flow and release what needs to be released. Don't hold on to all the emotions, just let them go. So this is Tarot de San Croix and the reading for the Heart Chakra. Once again, I say goodbye with the beautiful Heart Chakra chime.